Hey everyone, everything is currently graded in the classroom, and I want to make sure that I caution you before you submit your final essay. This is the all-important final masterpiece that you will be creating, and I will include a time tracking on this assignment. That means that I will be checking each of these pages in the module to make sure that you read, opened, and watched all of the tutorials. My concern is that some of you still are putting the word count in the wrong place. Some of you are not double spacing. Some of you are not including the images that are required, and that's going to affect your final grade. The good news is this final essay is your opportunity to demonstrate a level of critical thinking that can really improve your grade. It can also break your grade if I see that you just sat at the computer and started rambling and just rambled ideas. The whole unit is constructed so carefully so that if you followed each of the instructions, it is evident from sentence number 1. So please make sure that you follow every single direction and that you follow this exact format for submitting your essay. Let's look at that together. This is that Submit Here tab for the final essay. And there is a tutorial that explains everything that is due. Please make sure that you create an essay that is a PDF. I have set this assignment so that it will not accept anything but a PDF. Some of you have been writing some things from your phone, and you're going to see some deducted points. Please make sure you get to a computer, that you type everything, that you read and check your content, and that you are certain to follow these exact instructions. You're going to submit one document. If you try to submit 2 or 3 documents, Canvas will take the last document that you submitted, and that's what will be graded. So let's make sure that we have a summary statement. The instructions are in the module. That you include 1 title image and a minimum of 4 to 6 images in the narrative. These are images of characters in motion. Again, that is covered in the module. You want a detailed outline. The outline should be 2 or 3 pages long. A simple, sketchy outline will net you 0 points on the rubric, and that will affect your grade. Make sure that you include the works cited in MLA format. Some of you have still not watched those instructions for EasyBib. I'm not sure why. Maybe it's because this semester is like a minute long, but still, you need to rectify that in this final essay. You must be able to demonstrate the ability to create an MLA formatted works cited. Then you're going to have your essay, of course, and then the rough notes. This is at the bottom, and it can be included, if you can get that into your document, as an image of notes that you scribbled, notes that you jotted down. Why? Because it is imperative that you be able to demonstrate the ability of critical thinking process. That's what those rough notes are for, to show your thinking process. That's why it's so important that you include those at the very bottom of your document under that works cited. Now, do you need to cite every image that you included? You don't have to, but you need to have researched something. For example, if I wrote an essay about dogs, I need to have researched something about dogs because I don't know a whole lot, and I need to make sure that I show that work. It is imperative that you show all the critical thinking components that are included in this. While it's fun, it still is a very important document. Remember that you are to include the information in this order: your name, the course, the final exam, and the total word count. This should be a high number because it's going to include all the drafts and your works cited. If you have not studied that page at the end of this semester, it is critical that you go to the course and study the page on word count and show all those totals. Why? Because you are required to have written 10,000 words this semester. That's right, folks, 10,000 words. At this point in the semester, you've written a fair number of words, absolutely. But this final exam is an opportunity to demonstrate the writing of quite a few words. So please be sure of that. So I've showed you just an example. This is not a full written essay or anything, but I want you to make sure that you follow the instructions very, very carefully. After you've watched this, I want you to go down and click reply and indicate that you have read and understood these instructions. That is critical. If I don't see that, it's going to take points off of your participation grade. Why? Because one of the key critical elements of any college course is the ability for students to indicate an understanding of all announcements, essay assignments, PDF instructions, tutorials, everything. So please make sure you do that. I cannot wait to read these essays. I know that they're going to be fantastic, but once again, please do not sit down at the typewriter and just start typing out stuff and hope that something hits. I can see it immediately. So please, I can also see when you've done a great job, you've really thought this out and worked it out. Class ends on the 18th. We don't have very much time, so make sure that you get on task. Okay? I can't wait. Thank you. That concludes this tutorial.